Podcast booth tonight. We have a very special one. It is the final race of the first round at the NASCAR Hennessy Performance Series, and we have something special for you guys up in the booth tonight. It is Code Red Dew, and later on it will be Dalator and B Brody. So definitely have something excited for you guys to check out tonight. As I mentioned, it is the final race of the first round, and yet it will be. We'll see who will join Masopes and Matt Black going into the next round. And yet, as we saw this past Thursday, and what was one of the most incredible finishes that we have seen yet, it was something special because we saw Masopes beat Kenny by 3 seconds, and yet that might have brought the attention as to who what finish was better, Kenny or Masopes or the Heredia God and Jokers. But nevertheless, and yet I will be making a few announcements starting right now. Masopes will not be racing in the race tonight. He's currently out on a little mini vacation. Since he won, he don't have to worry about racing. So he said that, you know what, I'm not going to race tonight. So uh, shout out to Masopes. And but yeah, we do have the field of drivers that will be in the race, and yet the question is who will be filling up those six extra spots going into the next round of eight, I believe. And yes, it is. He'll be going to the round of eight, and yet let's go ahead and get to our standings right now. And it is for right now, it is Eric Jones fan who is currently last, and Solis. The difference between the points, Solis is below the cutoff line by 14 points, and Sharp, who got a chance to race last Thursday, is above by 14 points. And also, we do see the Ghost and Kenny. They do advance. So we have 4 spots filled, but the question is who's going to be filling in the other 4. And yet that's what we're about to see. Will it be Mayhem tomorrow? McCard, Modoodle, Sharp, Solis, or Eric Jones fans. Those are the drivers that will be fighting for their spots to get into the next round, which will be Homestead, Talladega, and Bristol. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. And yeah, as I mentioned, we do see Mayhem tomorrow. Dank Booty Flakes, who you'll see later on tonight in the Cup Series race, along with Dalatar and myself. Modoodle, G Easy, It's Shifter, King Henry, Eric Jones fan, MBD got dropped, Rich Gang, The Ghost, and Matty Black. So I believe we might be waiting on, I think McCard maybe, but I don't know if Sharp would be racing. But then again, another person I don't, never mind. So if Solis is racing and Sharp may not run, then who knows? That could give Solis a really huge opportunity. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. If you guys are tuning in, it's just myself, Code Red Dew, until we get Dalator and B Brody. Um, Want to see some comments up in here? That'd be really awesome. And I think the last time we had a road course race was about a couple of weeks ago from Mid Ohio. Oh, Sharp is racing? Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I definitely appreciate that. Sharp is running tonight. I just didn't see him in there. So Sharp will be running, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. But as I mentioned, the last time we got a chance to see some road course racing was at Mid Ohio, I believe, and we got a chance to see a really exciting finish from that one. I believe Sharp got that win. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Nope, never mind. Charlotte Roval was the last road course. That is right. Thank you, Joker. Have bad memory, but nevertheless. But Charlotte road course was the last road course that we got a chance to broadcast, and here we are. Now I don't think that manual cautions will be turned on, considering that road courses they always usually just leave them off and just wait till about the in game cautions. So we'll definitely see that. Um, Now, as far as the big of a threat, McCard won at the Charlotte Roval, and Kenny came second, and so that was something really awesome for him. But I was fixing to say is who is going to be the main factor, and who's the one that we definitely need to keep an eye on. For me personally, out of the drivers that do need to advance, I'm keeping an eye on Sharp. Sharp's been on a really good roll. I mean, but I'm ready to see how it goes for him. Come tonight whenever we go racing at Watkins Glen. Definitely want to see who's everyone's favorites in the comments. Joker, anyone? See see who y'all are picking for tonight's race, whether if it be a playoff driver or non-playoff driver. Okay, so I'm looking at the chat here, and yet so yet you should no corner cutting. If you guys are watching this, no corner cutting. But looking at the field of drivers, it's definitely looking to be really good. And I'm like so far I'm gonna go with Sharp. My top three is definitely gonna be Sharp, and I definitely want to keep an eye on Mam tomorrow because I want to see how he is when it comes to these situations where I mean road course they may not be his favorite, but I mean he's gonna have to do something. Alrighty, Nit. Just got the word that Brody should be coming here anytime now. And speaking of the man, there he is. And there's that microphone. But welcome to the broadcast booth, Mr. Brody.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Sorry for my late arrival. I was
Uh,
with the mistress.
you're good, man. You're good. Was definitely talking about the race that we're expecting tonight and seeing who's going to be our favorites. So I want to know, in your opinion, who is going to be your main favorite to watch in this race tonight?
Well, it's not about one favorite. There is a lot of really great road course racers tonight, and I'm looking at guys like Kenny, Sharp, Ghost, people like that. That's basically the big three that we've been watching on road courses all year. But there's also other guys in the field like McCard. He got his win at the Roval.
Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. But yeah, we see in the chat now that it looks like Sharp is going to be taking the pole in tonight's race, so doesn't surprise me there. Um, and I believe, as I mentioned, the manual cautions are not on at road courses, right?
Um, I would have to double check that.
All right, but yet, Watkins Glen, what can we say about it? Definitely a really historic road course racetrack for many great winners there from past and to the present. You know, guys like Chase Elliott, Tony Starr, and many others. But yet, what's going to be the biggest key to run at a track like Watkins Glen there, Brody?
Well, I would believe it would be the bus stop. That's the turn that you're coming into with the highest amount of speed that you have on the whole course. You can easily mess up on it. We've seen the best in real life and in the game um, mess up that turn, and I know you will get penalized if you even cut the bus stop the slightest. Like you'll get a time penalty.
I couldn't agree with you more right there. I also definitely want to tune into the first turn, considering that's definitely been most of the action, especially with how patient and how non-patient some of the drivers can be. So I think going into turn one, we'll see who's got the better breaking point than others.
And I have just got word that there are no manuals tonight.
That's what I thought. I think that was that. We've seen that in like the last two road courses, I believe, where there haven't been a single manual. But the race will be delayed a little bit. We're gonna try to get McCard to join us, and but as I mentioned it, four spots have been taken, but now four spots are still remaining, and yet, McCard, he's definitely one of those guys that needs to have a great race tonight. He's definitely one of the drivers that needs to win his race tonight.
I couldn't agree more.
And not only that, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I really expect to see a lot see Mayhem to try to get himself a good race. I know road coursing is definitely not his best and favorite, right?
No, no, it's not. But he has been very consistent this year with the road courses. I think he placed second at Road America or third at Road America. And the Roval, I think it was a top five, but yeah, he has been very consistent at road courses this year, and it has really surprised a lot of people.
That is true. That is true. Once again, as I mentioned, Dalator will join us. He's currently on his way home, or well, whenever he gets a chance, he will be with myself and Brody for not only for the Xfinity race, but for the Cup race. So you guys make sure you all want to tune in for that, because the Cup we have myself, Dalator, and everyone's favorite from last Thursday night, Dang Booty Flakes, will be joining us. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, so let me ask you this: as the playoff driver, how do you think these drivers feel as far as those who need to give themselves a win, and for like even sharp situation, like he is currently above. Hang on, I'm gonna go back to the standings. He is
Lead
currently
by.
he is above the cutoff line by like 14 points. And so let me ask you: between Sharp and Solis and Eric Jones fan, who's got the who's got the most to gain here at road courses? I mean, I haven't really seen much from Solis and Eric Jones fan, but which one of the two do you think really needs to step up for sure?
Um, well, if I remember, Solis is not that strong on road courses, so he's gonna need to step it up if he's gonna have a chance at this title.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. And I think when you look at drivers like Modoodle and McCard, I think the one big expectation you shouldn't need is no mistakes at all whatsoever.
I agree. Especially since we're not doing any manuals, it's gonna be all about that.
Looks like I'm looking in the chat that they're currently going to be waiting for McCard, but they won't be waiting for Ghost. Which, if I was Ghost, I wouldn't worry about racing tonight, considering that he's already into the next round. So I'd say just sit back, relax, grab himself a cold drink, and just watch to see who's going to advance to the next race, next round come Thursday night.
I agree. It always helps to go out and win stages and get wins, but he already is the playoff points leader.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. And like I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, that Masopes will not be running tonight, but yet I'm pretty sure he's definitely going to be watching, just like everyone else will. I'm looking forward to this. Um, but let me ask you a question: who's going to be your winner tonight? I need to know who is Brody's pick to to win this race tonight.
Well, I'm actually gonna go with a. Is he not racing tonight? I was gonna go with a trend over the week. I was gonna say, with the Jake Paul fight and the uh and Alex Bowman's win, they both dedicated their victories to a loved one that they had lost. And I saw that Kenny had he said if he raced tonight, he was dedicating his win to the Soaps. It's not exactly the same thing, but it's still dedicating a win. I was gonna go with that trend.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely mentioned the trend between Jake Paul and Alex Bowman for winning yesterday's Cup race at Richmond. So I definitely agree with you. For me, on my point of view, I'm looking at two drivers that I can see running at the top of the field. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Sharp because of his run at Mid Ohio, which was really really good. And I'm also want to keep an eye on Modal as well. I mean, I know road courses are definitely a challenge, and yet I want to see how he can handle, especially under pressure, as big of a challenge it is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Sharp too if Kenny isn't racing. Sharp is on the pole, and he claimed that it was a slow lap. So I
Yeah,
don't know what to think.
I definitely seen some in the main chat about cutting corners, and that was something that we don't allow is for any of the drivers to uh, cut corners. Looks like Ricardo's in. He's now accepted Mayhem's invite. So if we can just get an invite to Dalator once when he joins, that'd be really awesome. Brody, you got an invite?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Alrighty.
One person I'd like to watch tonight is King Henry. I haven't seen him run a road course. I think he joined after all the other road courses had been raced. So it'll be nice to see how he handles.
um, are you seeing the chat right now?
Yeah.
Everyone, everyone is ready to go. Oh my lord. Um, and so, ladies and gentlemen, we're still waiting for us to get going because we know now
So
that
Lise, I think we can join. So Lise,
I'll say we're allowed to join. We're good to go.
I think so.
I'll let you go ahead and check just to see real quick. Let me know. Let's see. They're not ready. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, join.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I didn't load. I didn't load up the apps that I had to type.
Did you send Dalator a invite?
Yeah, I'll get it in a second. I'm loading
All
through the game right
Alrighty. Sounds good. I'm about to go live from the racetrack on my end, and we're fixing to get going. I don't expect us to have many cautions, but then again, as aggressive as playoff racing is, do not be surprised come stage two. Green flags in the air with Sharp. He's running the test session scheme. Really interesting. And it looks like the Ghost will take the lead away from the Sharp going into turn one. What's bad is that these two cars with the same color look almost the exact same. Besides the white on top of Ghost.
now. Which two?
Uh oh, looks like we see something in the back, but Sharp and the Ghost they here it is through the bus stop. Let's see how it goes. Really good for Sharp, but bad for the Ghost, and yet here comes Eric Jones fan right behind him. Another Roush teammate of his. And here comes Mayhem tomorrow. They're going through the dirt like crazy in the back. Sharp's really got a good turn, so yet looks like he's going to get a chance to complete lap one. And here comes Mayhem tomorrow. As I mentioned it early on, is that these two have had a rivalry. Here comes Mayhem tomorrow. He's going to cut right in front of the Ghost, and as we welcome Dalator into the booth. Welcome to the booth there, Dalator.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing good, brother. You just arrived right on time for lap two, brother.
Sounds good. Get into the action here.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and keep up to date. Sharp's in the lead with your teammates, Eric Jones fan and the Ghost up there in second and third, along with Mayhem tomorrow, and Moto rounding out the top five.
I will tell you, I am very surprised of that 4 car sitting in second place right now.
He had been talking about how he thought he was going to be doing in this race for a few days. He had a lot of confidence coming into this, so I'm not as surprised to see how well he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing right now. Sharp is currently in a different zip code because he is fast right now. He's got himself a really good fast race car. And yeah, let's go get to this battle. Looks like the Ghost is going to take away second place away from Eric Jones fans. That's the battle that we're keeping an eye on. And yet, you got to keep an eye on Mayhem. He could be getting involved with this little battle between the two Roush teammates. So far, it's been good here in stage one with Sharp leading, I believe, potentially maybe 4 laps already. And as I mentioned, even though the Ghost has already moved on to the next round, he still wants to make a statement. And I mean, pretty sure any playoff driver would want to make a statement, even if they do advance to the next round. Prove them why that they deserve to be in here. Prove why that they are a championship caliber driver. And that's exactly what the Ghost is doing. Something I will tell you right now is that the 4 car does not need to keep hitting that apron where the dirt is every time throughout that last turn. He keeps doing it, and he's got to be careful because he could end up making some mistakes. As I say that, the Ghost bout did, and Jones fan about got a chance to pass him, but nevertheless.
Yeah, it seems like on the 90-degree turns, it looks like the 4 is a little too quick back to the throttle. He's not letting the car rotate through and then catching the power off, because it seems like he wants to get back to the 15 as Mayhem goes through the bus stop. So just one thing, that he's got 40 laps to correct that, and 40 laps here is a long time.
I agree, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the hood of Mayhem tomorrow, or as someone put it in the standings, Mayhem Clown or something like that. I was trying not to laugh, but whoever did that was funny.
You're welcome.
And we just saw the 4 car hit the inside wall, so yet he does not need to be making any mistakes. Mayhem is right there, getting close to the 4's bumper. Could he execute a move?
Got a little contact here between Mo Doodle and I think is the 5 King Henry.
Yep, King Henry. Yeah, let's go ahead and go.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get to that battle real quick with the 78 and the 5. And yet Brody mentioned in our pre-race show that he wanted to see how well the 5 can do at tracks like road course racing, because we haven't got a chance to see him run many road course racing. So yet he's currently now taking the 5th place away from his teammate in Motor. Oh, the 4 car. What's that?
Oh, yep.
4?
He might have overshot the bus stop there. It looks like as he's trying to come back on the 5. From my vantage point, it seemed like he's all over the place right now. As I said, he just needs to calm down a little bit. It's still way early. You can't win at this point in the race, but it looks like he overshot the exit of the bus stop.
You got to think about it. He's got to have his brother, aka another Roush driver, and Dylan, to give him some lessons, because you'll see Dylan tonight. But the question is, what can Jones fan do to be able to advance the next round? He's doing good in the top 5, but yet how is it going to be as far as points wise? That's something that we definitely need to keep an eye on.
I do want to check if there's any playoff drivers other than Kenny or not racing. I think Kenny is lost.
Kenny's 33 to the good, so depending on the size of this field, I didn't have not looked at Discord yet, so I apologize there. It's gonna be interesting to see if anybody really can if Lease or Sharp can make up 33 points on him. Obviously, if Sharp wins, then it would be a battle between, I would think, McCard or Maker and Kenny then for the final spot. McCard is 18 to the good, and again Kenny 33 as Modoodle smacks the wall off of the final turn. The 4 car is in a must win. I don't think that he'll be able to point his way in, being 23 back, unless Solis really has a terrible day. And he seems to be within the top 10, so it's going to be a tall mountain to climb.
It's going to be a long mountain to climb if you're either Aaron Jones fans or Solis. A lot of different case scenarios for both the drivers. And you mentioned Sharp. Let's go ahead and get to our current leader. He's just in a different zip code at the moment. I mean, yeah, he's gone, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he wins the stage. But nevertheless, I mean, I mentioned before in the pre-race show, Sharp is definitely one of the best road course racing drivers you'll see, and he's definitely showing it right now. I mean, especially with the run that he's having. We'll see how it goes if he can hold it come stage 2. But here's also McCard. He needs to be able to get up to the top 5. I mean, regardless of the amount of points he has, he needs to get himself a good run.
Yeah, I'm on board with Sharp right now. He is just making it look so easy.
Silky smooth.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the current top 3 right now, it is Sharp, Ghost, and now Mayhem tomorrow. And yeah, we're seeing a really good battle for third between Mayhem, King Henry, and of course Eric Jones fan. Let's go ahead and get with Mayhem tomorrow real quick.
Yeah, this has become a 4-car battle. Eric Jones fan is, bringing up the tail on that one. But King Henry has kept himself within striking distance of Mayhem, and it looks like he's actually closing a bit on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if, as you
Yep,
mentioned,
Mayhem
Mayhem went through the dirt, and yeah, he's going to get past. So yet King Henry is definitely trying to make a statement, even though he's currently not a playoff driver. Oh, we see someone in the pits, and that is MBD. You got dropped at the moment, and now King Henry takes a spot away from Mayhem tomorrow. Mayhem's going to be on his back bumper. Let's go ahead and ride along the front hood of Mayhem tomorrow. I think the bus stop's going to get really, really interesting here.
Another thing that I've noticed too about these Xfinity drivers is how wide they take it on the areas that are paved. Through the carousel, as Mayhem just decides that that piece of grass is now legal.
That's a part of the track.
Yeah, it is a part of the track, but it's also part of the topography. So yeah, I don't know if he's working for the grounds crew here or not, but back to my point is, coming off of the carousel and off of the first turn, I'm noticing that guys are taking it extremely wide. Even right off there in the penultimate turn. Does that really help these guys? Will that help them, or will that chew up their tires a little bit? That's a point that I think that we should be watching. As this is this a caution? At the end of stage.
I think this might be the end of the stage because everyone's going record.
Yeah, I believe it's the end of the stage.
So stage 1 winner goes to that man right there in the 07 of Sharp, and then you have the Ghost, King Henry, I believe Mayhem Mara, and Eric Jones 43 fan rounding out the top 5, and I believe their McCard beat Mo Doodle, and then it was Mo Doodle and McCard, and I believe right behind them, is maybe Dink Bootyflakes.
Yeah, I think Dank's back there, and then Solis is the next one down the hill.
And I believe right behind him is G-Eazy in the 16. There's one guy I definitely wanted to keep an eye on. That was Ed Shifter, and I was hoping he loves road course racing a lot, and I kind of expect him to have a good run. But yeah, he's currently back there running with the 66. Sorry, 16 Rich King Evolve. My apologies.
I think the 66 is right behind him.
Yeah, 66 right behind him. That's cheesy. My apologies, but here we go with stage 2 coming your way here. As we get to the green flag, it is back in the air. Something that we definitely need to mention. Oh, going through turn 1.
Oh, yep. 4-car did send it, but I think Sharp took it a little easy on there, because you saw the 15 just power through.
That was a really good move by the 15, but as they got bunched up there, I mean, had nowhere to go. But here comes the one through the S's. Let's see how it goes for the bus stop here at stage 2. And I was about to say before all the carnage happened is stage 2 throughout the whole season, we've always expected a lot of wrecking, a lot of cautions, or any sort of that matter in stage 2. So yet, could we see that here in this race?
Oh.
A really good battle, but yet Eric Jones fan, he's currently up in the top 3. He needs to be able to take the lead away from the Ghost. And let me ask you a question, Daltor. I mean, you're a teammate to both of these two. I mean, how does it feel knowing that you're sitting there and you're watching both these drivers having to fight just to be able to get a win? But for the 43 fan, aka Eric Jones, what do you think about his chances are if he can be able to get up to the 15 and the 07?
So if I'm Ghost, I have the confidence to know how good I am, as Sharp is on the inside of him here through the S's. I'm not sure that's the best place you want to make a move on somebody. But if I'm the 4 car, I'm studying exactly what the 15 and the 07 are doing, and seeing where they're gapping me and where the most opportunity is for me to close in. Even with King Henry back there in 4th, he's got a lot of good drivers around him where he can really he can use those guys as a rabbit and catch up, use a lot of the track to figure out what he needs to do. So, as I mentioned in stage 1, I think he just needed to settle in. I think he's starting to do that. Now's the time for him, in my mind, where I start to focus on the task at hand and what I can do to set my car up for the final few laps.
Yeah, very good point. Brody, what do you think about this battle we're seeing right now? And yet, what do you think the chances for the 4 to be able to catch up to them? I mean, if they're battling the way they are right now, I mean, surely to God, he has enough chance to get up to both of these cars. I think he might be busy at the moment. We'll get to Brody here in a few. Oh, there he is. Brody, got a copy?
You hear me?
Yeah.
I can, yeah, yep.
Well, as I was talking to myself, the only place the 4 car really has problems that I've been looking at is off the final turn coming to the front stretch. He's just really slow and can't really get a run off of the corner like the 07 and the 15 can do.
And the 15 is almost right there on his bumper. Oh, the 7 about made a bad move. Ooh.
No, I think he took it wide to cut that to get a straighter line off. As you can see
boy,
just
did
how
it
much
help.
of a run. Yeah. That was calculated.
Yep.
But this is exactly what I'm talking about for Eric Jones fan. He's closed into these guys now since they're battling as hard as they are. And he's watching the 15 and the 07 figure out ways around each other. And if I'm him, put this in the memory bank, because these guys are giving you an entire book of what to do and what not to do.
I do think that 4 car should have caught him before the 07 was let around.
The question is what's going to happen at the bus stop.
Well,
Here
comes King Henry around.
Yeah.
That almost worked.
Yeah.
Here comes the 5 back under the 4.
We're
We're just going to shut the door.
2 different battles, one for first, for the battle for the lead, and another one for third. And it's between a man that needs to win this race and a man who, I don't care. Oh, the 5. Oh, man, I don't know if the 5 put the 4 to the grass, but yet the 5 is going to take that spot away.
Yeah, that 4, I think that 5 didn't appreciate how the 4 was running him right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that the entrance into the bus stop, I think, opened up the 5 for that move going into the penultimate turn.
I do agree.
Back
Oh, as as all that was happening, Sharp and Ghost run away with the lead.
Man,
Ghost dives in it.
it goes to show you how fast these 2 guys, especially with both fast cars.
They both know what they're doing.
And if you're in the soaps and you're on vacation, you're just watching this race, you got to be thinking about what's going through his mind, seeing the battle between these 2 going into Thursday night.
I don't think there's anything going through Masope's mind except for vacation at this point.
Yeah, we'll have
Touché.
to agree.
Touche. I think that we currently have someone in the pits, but yet I don't think it should be around that time for green flag stops, but
Yeah, I'm not even sure what the fuel cycle here looks like. Uh, I'm guessing it's about 8-9 laps on fuel. I'm not sure how much each stage is. It looks like the 66 is. Yeah, okay. He looked like he just stopped coming off. Oh, you know what? It looks like he once he gained control back of the car off of pit road, he may have smacked into one of those Armco barriers.
Oh.
Because he's got some damage on the front end, and that would have
54 as well.
yeah, that would have fixed itself coming out of pit road.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I do got a comment from Always Jerker. He said last stage is 19 laps, so these drivers will have to save a little bit.
Copy.
Well, this is gonna make
That's that's
Wait,
like
so
3 laps
stage
of
two?
saving.
Stage 2 is that long, or the final, like the final?
Fine.
the final stage.
Okay.
So definitely a good point that we definitely need to keep an eye on. So if we see drivers get slow, you got to be thinking about how much they need to save, or if we can potentially get a cautions. And he said 10 laps on fuel run.
10 laps on a fuel run. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think fresh tires really helps you too much here.
No. Worn tires usually do better.
I'm not too sure that it's worn tires on that part, but I think it might be more of a fuel load. The lighter the car is, I think the faster it goes through the corners. That's just my opinion, but then again, I don't. Ford's blocking Mayhem pretty heavy.
Like, heavy.
Yeah, he's gonna just shove him into that turn.
Yeah, man, he does.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh man! All right, he's on bump 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna force his way.
Yeah, but watch down to turn 1.
Oh,
That's
I'm
just the
watching
beginning of it.
I'm watching it too.
Or's gonna dive it.
Oh,
Little slide job. He's gonna.
yeah, he had a little
wrecking.
slide job. Yeah, little Mayhem made contact to clear. That's what that was.
He had
Wow. So I think Mayhem's definitely making a lot of friends right now. He made some friends with the 15. Now he's definitely making some friends with the 4 right now.
to. Comes the 4 with
Oh.
a charge. Gonna hit him in the back.
This
Oh,
is-
and he's coming for him again.
I think he might be able to get away here. Oh no, look at the way the 4 just cut that. I think he's gonna close in.
No.
Let's see how he does through this turn.
Well, the 4 had a better corner.
He did. Oh, he's gonna stick it in there.
Yeah, he's gonna get there.
Wow, what a run.
What a good run by our Jones fan. That was really good. Well, let's see how
Mayhem's
he
not
goes.
gonna give him room here.
No.
Tight. 4's gonna take it clean.
Good turn right there.
Yeah.
Our Jones fan.
That was a veteran move. The way he set that up coming out of the final turn down the front stretch.
Yeah, that took.
Really smart move by the 4. Let's go ahead and get back up to the battle for the lead. You're still seeing the Ghost and Sharp. They're still battling. Ghost is
Yep. Ghost is going to the inside.
yeah, he's going side by side. Oh,
Whoa.
Sharp comes up.
Contact. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Hope he's not lagging.
No, you ain't lagging. Ghost is gonna give the bump on his right rear.
Plenty of room given.
They're side by side.
7's gonna have a run off the top.
Oh! Ghost
Huh?
with a really good save.
Yeah,
That was for the stage?
that was for the stage.
Stage 2. Stage 2 winner in the soaps. Wow, that was fun to
what?
watch.
Sharp?
Sharp?
Sharp, yeah. Yeah, that's Sharp that won it. Sorry, brain fart. I said Sharp, didn't I?
No, he said Miss Soaps.
Oh, no, sorry. I was too busy getting my dinner, okay? My bad.
No, you're
Masop
good.
Masopes is winning stages. He's not even racing.
My apologies, y'all. I was too busy with my food. I was focused on
Oh,
food.
you're
Not watching
good.
the race. Don't make fun of me in the chat now. Don't make fun of me in the chat. I better not say chat there, Joker and all them. Sharp won a stage, good stage to finish, but anyways, don't judge me out.
Oh, I feel you. This is where it gets interesting because they have to save, they have to pit. What will we see? We've seen who the fastest drivers are in the field. You know, it's Sharp and Ghost by a long stretch.
But the thing about it is, think about the man who's currently in third place in that 4 car.
And the 5.
Here we are. Stage 3 is underway.
Goes with a real
Four on
defensive
restarts.
line there.
Yeah, I think he got shoved into the corner last time by the 4, so he just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure.
Is he on the inside? No, he clears the 4.
Oh, McCart around in the S's.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, yeah.
That's
and
gonna
see,
bring
that's
out a
a
caution.
Caution, first caution of the evening. Look at the damage on 10 of Matt Black.
I don't know how I saw. Dank has damage, a lot of damage actually.
Yeah. That's, I don't know how that happened, but I'm pretty sure if he was McCard, he'd be really, really pissed.
Oh, I think it was just a racing deal back there. He got the stage points. I think he's safe into the playoff.
Oh, yeah, he should.
This is also one of those tracks too that you can make up a ton of time if you're if you have more rhythm down than the car in front of you, because you have to pit to fix damage. Then you know you're really not losing too much here because a couple bad turns by somebody and you can pass 1 or 2 cars real quick.
Yep.
Alright, let's see how it goes. Second restart underway after our first actual caution of the evening. Green flag's back in the air.
4's gonna take the spot.
Oh,
on the 98. 98's gonna push the 4.
There's a
All
crunch.
gonna work.
Mayhem going from 4th on that or 5th on that to in a second.
Look at King Henry. King Henry's up there too.
Sharp through the grass a little bit. The 4 and the 98 still haven't settled what place.
We've seen the battle that those two have had. Let's see how it goes in the bus stop.
Sharp's gonna take a defensive line, and
Oh!
the 15's gonna spin from the
Wow.
lead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at the battle for the lead now. The 5 into the 4. 98 goes up into the track.
This is the 4's opportunity right here.
Oh,
If he can get there, ooh, here we go.
There's a little beating and banging off the carousel. 5's gonna have the preferred line. 4's gonna try to cross him over.
The 4 needs to stop going down to the apron like that. He needs to start focusing on get back into the track. As low as he's going, he doesn't need to be making any mistakes whatsoever.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
know he's not going to make any friends either.
Yeah.
Well, the 5's gonna overshoot it. The 98's gonna push the 4 into the corner.
And here comes the 1 of McCard. He's slowly approaching up to the 4 as well.
A Roval winner.
Last time through here, we saw the 15 spin out. I think that was definitely part of that curb glitch that this track has. So these drivers now have to be aware of that. Because, again, Mayhem just says that's part of the track. As the 4 is way wide, he went off camber.
Yeah, he
I
lost.
saw that.
He's definitely lost the spot now to the car. This is getting really good right now here, guys. Sharp's taking the lead, and yet he needed the wind for him to get a chance to get in. So he's looking. Really
Oh, a
good.
caution.
Caution's
Caution.
out. What happened?
I have no idea. Let's go ahead and take a
Further
look at
back
all
in the
cars.
Yeah, it looks like the 54 and the 66 may have made contact back there. Those are the only two that I see that were close to each other that have damage.
Well, I think this takes the fuel strategy out the window.
It might. You're right. Because you got to put down how many laps they're going to delete under caution.
Mm-hmm. I think they completed 1 lap this run before caution. So in total, I think there's like 8 or 9 to go, I believe.
Yeah, something that Ghost said in the chat is that he spun, he made a 360 spun and didn't make any single damage at all. Didn't hit nothing. So gotta say kudos to 15 right there. Green flag is back in the air. 2 cautions in this race, and so far, if you're just now watching, it has been sharp. Oh, here comes the
Oh wow,
man.
everybody! What
Mayhem
happened
went
there?
really wide.
That is really interesting.
I think the 8 got a course penalty for that.
What did he do?
He cut it.
He either cut it or somebody got into the back of him, and I think instead of trying to run through the car in front of him, I think he took a dead right.
Oof.
Very respectable.
That's
You just want to point out, look who's in 3rd place.
Oh, could be 2nd place by the end of the
Five's
carousel.
5's gonna get into him though.
And that's been one of the non-playoff drivers you've been keeping an eye on. So yeah,
Well, 4's gonna try to make it 3 wide off the exit of the carousel.
no, he's gonna let him go. Let's go ahead and ride along with Eric Jones 43 fan.
Oh, Dank just took him
Dank
out.
just took the 4 out.
Whoa!
I didn't see anything that would have precipitated that. It looks like Dank just used the 4 as his breaking point.
Definitely was not gonna make the corner. I do wonder what that was from. It just looked like he got in there too hot and hooked him, and Ford took a dead right.
And you want to know what's going to make this really interesting there, Daltor?
What's that?
He's going to be up in the booth with me and you in our Cup broadcast coming up next. So
Who, Dank?
Yep, Dank's going to be with us. So we definitely have to ask him what happened between him and the 4.
And I think I'm gonna message Dank after this and be like, I'm gonna be like, Dank.
The 4, yeah. The 4's unfortunately the 4's races. He's gonna need a caution to have a chance. It's a shame too because it was nothing that he did wrong.
Wow.
And the 9 will probably get a penalty for it, but especially since he's a non-playoff driver.
The 4 is trying to get a caution at the moment right now because he hit the 66. Man. Let's go ahead and get back up to the battle for second between the 5, the 98, and the 1, and what it looks to be, I think that might be Ghost right behind all of this. Or no, that's Dank.
Yeah, Dank's in 5th right now. I think there's a caution now.
There's a crash on the carousel, or not the carousel, the
the S's, and that was not the Eric Jones fan. But Eric Jones fan's on pit road right now.
This could work out very
Oh
good
my
for
gosh.
Oh boy.
If they pit, he is in a very, very good spot.
Yep.
Yeah. This could get really interesting.
Looks like the 66 was also on pit road.
Yep.
So I do want to read some of the comments that are being made in the chat. The Air Jones 43 fan says congrats to the 9, and then he said that he got launched into the 4. That's what he said.
Yeah, I was on board with the 4. I didn't see anybody behind
same.
the 9, so I can't confirm nor deny. But
I do just want to point out Sharp is starting in 7th place right now, and
Yes,
the
he is.
4 is in the 2nd row.
And look who's taking the lead right now. It is So Lee's who we not got to see much.
Oh. So the 4 is going to get through, and I think the 4 may be in the prime spot here. Watch this. He is not going to he's not going to pull any punches if he can get past the 8. He did it. Oh, he's fighting him. Oh, that's it. Dank into his teammate. 1. Oh, here we go. All hell's about to break loose now.
Yep.
Let's go to the 4. Let's go to the 4.
We're gonna chase the
Oh,
one
what a
in.
clean through.
What?
Oh my god.
Did that just happen? Did that
What?
just happen?
You could see
got-
his
he
chest
had-
hair growing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, he's wide.
Oh, he
No!
just. Oh,
Big wreck. That's gonna bring out a caution.
Big wreck. Yeah.
Oh,
That's gonna
my
bring out a
God.
caution. I was on board with him whenever that happened. That was beautiful.
that was. I think that might have been the pass of the year.
Yeah.
Without question, that was.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I don't know how McCard got through there too. They split him. I
You
got
can
that
tell.
from Sharp's POV. I don't know if anyone else did.
That's who I was on board with, too.
Yeah.
He had a front row seat to that move.
Oh man. I was riding along with Eric Jones 43 fan through one of the chase views, and that was beautiful. Straight up beautiful to see until that caution came out. Oh man.
Where does this put the 4?
It's gonna put him in last.
Yeah, he had a pit after that. There was no way he was going to be able to continue on with the damage he had.
Green flag back in the air, and it's the 98 and the 1.
No, Sharp's gonna make it 3 wide on the bottom.
I'm on board with the 4. This is going to be fun. Watch him come through this field. He is not going to hesitate at all, making any move.
I'm gonna go right along.
I just
with
wonder
Zero
if it'll
Cam.
be too little too late. Well, the 8 gets loose off the corner.
A 3 wide coming off of the
3
chute.
wide, 3
No
wide.
doodle in the grass.
Oh man.
Still 3 wide, Ghost.
Oh, the
They're beating and
66.
banging there. 66 in the 18. And the 4 is going to... Yep.
He's gonna go through
We're
his
gonna.
teammate.
Wow.
Wow.
15's not going to take nice
15
to that. Nope.
Yeah, the 15's gonna hit him up the track. He's not gonna get onto that flat spot.
He needs to get the 18 out of the way. He's gonna pass the 18 cleanly.
Yeah, I do just want to point out that there is a battle for the lead right now.
Let's go get back up to the lead.
Hard on the bottom. Can he clear Sharp? Looks like
He
he
did.
will. I want to believe this. I want to believe this is the lap. But, you know, I don't think anyone's streaming.
Oh, the 4 just way overdrove it in the
Yeah.
first turn. He took the 18 with him.
You'll definitely see the forward's name a lot in the chat. Oh, I hear some crunching in the back. You gotta
Sharp
get.
sticking with McCard.
Let's go ahead and ride along with Sharp through the hood cam. See what he can do.
Oh, the 5 just ate the corner. Almost
The-
collected the 4.
Oh.
This is the final lap, guys. This is the final lap.
Sharp's gonna have a good run off. McCard's gonna block. Sharp to the outside.
Oh, he just
and
put them
gets
in the
walled.
wall. He put him in the wall.
What does Sharp
He's got
do
one-
to retaliate?
He's going to use every bit of the track here, I think.
Yep,
Oh,
he's
yep,
diving.
He couldn't get it.
He's not gonna do
He
it.
couldn't get it.
Coming off.
McCard's gonna hold him off.
McCar's gonna win it. He's gonna cross the start finish line, and McCar's gonna win here at Watkins Glen.
Wow,
Oh,
that was a lot. I
Oh my gosh.
do think
Talk
we can
about
safely
stealing it.
assume. Yeah, I do think we can safely assume that Sharp is going to make it into the playoffs.
Oh, without a doubt.
Eric Jones fan and Solis will be eliminated.
Wow. Joker, do we have enough time to be able to interview our winner? Oh my lord, that was insane. And the thing is, we get to do this for the second time with the Cup Series coming up next. But what a win for McCard here at Watkins Glen. What a battle that was. And Daltor, we'll start off with you and then Brody, but you got to give the 4 a lot of props for him to try to get up there. He had a lot of battling to do to be able to get up there, man.
well, you could see that Eric Jones fan was driving around with his heart on his sleeve. He was leaving everything out there. There was nothing at the end of the day that he could have done differently to get himself into a better position, in my mind. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the cleanest, but hey, sometimes, you know, A dirty punch wins you the match.
Exactly. Can anybody get McCard up in here so that we can do a little quick interview with our race winner?
I'm not sure if I have him added, but I will try.
I will see if I can add him.
Man, what a race that was. Awesome, awesome win. And I will say this, and going by the comments of MBD until McCarr gets here, but he said that he didn't deserve that.
No, NBD ran a clean race, all race, and he did not deserve that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
A lot of drama.
Well, that's what a cutoff race provides.
And the thing is coming up next. We got the Cup Series, and Brody, you're going to be a part of that drama too. Oh man! And there he is. There's our race winner in McCard. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks, man. That was kind of luck, but I'm gonna take it.
I gotta ask you a good question. What was going through your mind seeing all those battles that you went through? I mean, we seen you in the four racing your hearts out to be able to get up there, but take us through just pretty much the whole race from your point of view.
Well, the first two stages it was just safe. I couldn't go hard because the left front wouldn't make it, so I just rode around. And that last stage, I said, screw it, I'm gonna go hard. I got up to like fourth before the first caution, and then the second one I kind of split edits and Dank there, and it got tight. And I accidentally put Dank down that low. It's just really taking advantage of the cautions and throwing blocks. Like I threw so many blocks on that last lap. Like I knew they were borderline, but I was throwing blocks left and right there, trying to make it to the end.
Yeah, definitely. Dalator, Brody, one of you guys have a question?
Yeah, Brody.
Well, you know, I didn't really pair one.
All right, I got you.
Yep.
Maker, that was a hell of a battle that you had with Sharp. Is there something that you learned from seeing him lead the majority of the race? Maybe used him as a rabbit a bit that you took into that last couple laps. Did see you make a block coming into the final two turns. You had to do what you had to do, but what was going through your head seeing that you had the guy who was dominating behind you?
Just keeping behind me. That's the main thing. Like I didn't get to really watch in the first two stages because I don't know how to. I can't save and run clean lap time, so I was back there in the back. But those last couple laps, it was just more just try to hit your marks, don't screw up too bad, and just keeping behind me. I know that one block was close. Like on my screen, it looked clear. I went up, which I probably wasn't, but my screen looked clear, and I threw that block. If I knew he was there, I wouldn't have thrown the block because I usually don't do that. But really, it was just keeping behind me best I can. I can't run his lap times. I can run 108s, but I cannot run his lap times. So it was more just keeping behind me.
McCard, I will ask you this. Take us through the final stage. We seen you in the four battling so much, and then you got a chance to go battle up there in a must. I mean, it wasn't a must needed win considering you had the points. But how does it feel now that you're going to get a chance to move on to the round of 8?
Oh, it feels good. I like the tracks coming up. Bristol and Homestead, I like those tracks. I've run good there. Talladega is always a crapshoot, but I feel good going into the next round for sure.
I do have a question. Since you have now won 2 races, and both coming on road courses, do you think you deserve to be in the talk for whenever we come to road courses as the one to watch?
Honestly, it depends. Like Charlotte Roval, that's the one, but Road America, like I'll be top 6 at like Road America, and really today I was top 6. I just got lucky today, but like Roval and Mid Ohio, I can be talked about a little bit, but road course, it's more luck. Today was more luck. I wouldn't call it a ringer. Sharp's definitely the ringer in the Xfinity series for sure.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think McCart is more the Ryan Newman, and I don't think Newman's won on road courses. So Even that comparison's out of the question. So he starts on the pole for half of the season, and he wins on road courses. So a win's a win.
Yes, sir. I wish I would have qualified today, but I got to go in. Started last. I started last at the Roval and started last
Well,
today. And won
that's
both.
why. So if you don't qualify, you win. So maybe make that a trend now.
Oh man. I will say this. Masopes sent me this. He's calling you the road course warrior, McCard. Masopes is calling you the road course warrior.
I'll take it. I took 2 out of 4 this year, and I'll take it. I'll take it this year, 2 out of 4.
Anything you want to say before we get things ready for the Cup Series?
Just want to say I had fun racing. Like me and Ed's had some battles right there. I know he bounced off the wall and hit me. Had a lot of battles at the end. Say I had fun with Sharp. I know he was on the raw end deal of it, and I hope he had no hard feelings. I was just throwing blocks because it was his last lap, and I wasn't gonna hold back. I wasn't gonna be too nice.
I don't think anybody was being too nice, especially at a major playoff implications as far as who's going to the round of 8 and who's not. But yet, you, my good sir, are going to the round of 8. So congratulations and great job on that win, man.
All right, thank y'all.
No problem. That was McCard, ladies and gentlemen, in a really awesome win. And yet, guys, that was insane. That was really truly insane. Dalator,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I was about to say, whoever thought that a road course would not be dramatic for the final race in the round? You know, these guys put it on the track and had at it, and now they're having at it in the chat too. So win-win, right?
Yeah, I definitely seeing the Air Jones fan. He's really mad at JRM right now, and now that what's looking to be the round of 8, he has every right to be mad. But for what he's saying, I just don't know. So let me see if I do have our official round of 8 now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get to it. So it'll be Matt Black, Masopes, the Ghost, Kenny, McCard, Modoodle, and Sharp. And the first 2 are out is Solis and Eric Jones, 43 fan. Brody, I gotta get your thoughts on basically the whole race, but what did you see that really point out to you in as far as our drivers moving on to Homestead come Thursday?
Um, well, I was really surprised with the amount of different leaders that we had. I thought it was going to be a race decided between, the usuals that we've seen, Ghost and Sharp and McCard. But we got to see Mayhem up there. We got to see the 5 and the 4 up there at different points. I think it was a very action-packed race, and I really enjoyed watching it.
Dalator, I know from your perspective, as far as someone who's worked at, who's over there at the Roush team, what can you say could happen in the team chat as far as the 15 and the 4 goes? Because I know they race each other really aggressive tonight, and knowing that one's going to the playoffs while one isn't. So tell us how it is from your point of view.
Well, you like you said, you've got the two opposite ends of the spectrum here. So one's advanced on, the other was eliminated. Um, both drove as hard as they needed to. Ghost was already advanced on and, was driving for a win. And the 4 was driving for his playoff chances. So there was a little bit more desperation. What's going to go on in the chat, I'm not really too sure. I think they're going to get it out in the main chat and then kind of, leave the team chat alone. But you can see that the 4 is frustrated. I mean, we were on board with him when it looked like the 9 just completely disregarded the corner and ran into him. Now, the 9's saying that he got run into. So, again, I didn't have the proper angle to see that. I just, called it how I saw it. So, he's frustrated. He's going to be frustrated. I think, he goes to sleep tonight, he wakes up, maybe it still stings a little bit, but he won't be as adamant and as animated as he is. So as far as the 15 moving on, he's shown that he's got good speed everywhere we go. So he's going to be a threat to make it to the Final Four and maybe even be the champion. So we'll see how that turns out for him moving forward.
Alrighty, but yet coming up next, as I mentioned it will be our cup coverage of the Cup Series from Watkins Glen, and this time we're going to have one of the men that got involved into the situations in Dank Booty Flakes. We'll talk to him. Of course, we have myself and Dalator, but Brody, I want to wish you the best of luck. I know road courses have not been the best in your favor, but on behalf of myself, and I'm pretty sure on behalf of Dalator's, definitely wish you the best of luck tonight there, Brody.
Thank you.
Alrighty, but yet,
Knock him dead.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
I just said knock him dead.
Alright, we'll get to all the Cup coverage. We'll definitely bring up all the Cup storylines coming up here in just about a few short minutes. So yet, stay tuned. Click that notification bell. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe as we get ready to go on board here at 8:35 for the Cup Series here at Watkins Glen. But for right now, from the Xfinity Series, from Dalator and B. Brody, and from Code Red Dude himself, saying so long. And for the Xfinity Series, we'll see you Thursday night at Homestead.